Callan to throw for the ball.
4 men left standing at Players'
25.
Championship 25 here at Barnsley Metrodome. 3 of them have won one PDC title, and all 3 have won their maiden PDC
Callan's won the
title
ball.
in 2021.
Callan to throw
It
first.
has been a breakthrough year for Chris Dobie, Callan Rydz and Dirk van Duijvenbode. The only other player we have is Gabriel Clemens, the German #1, who is yet to win a
43.
PDC title. It is Clemens versus Dobie on the other streaming board, but here with me, Dan Dawson, and Chris Murphy alongside me, we have the Riot Callan Rydz and the Obergenius Titan Dirk van Duijvenbode.
Thanks, Dan. Yes, I was over on the other streaming board for Dirk's quarter-final victory against Michael van Gogh, his first ever victory against his World Cup teammate from earlier in the year, and for Callan Rydz' semi-final win against Mervyn King.
41.
Very impressive in different ways. Rydz seemed to boss the match all the way through against King. There were a couple of times when he fired a stray dart in a finish, but then before Mervyn had time to think that he might be coming back, he'd gone treble double and cleaned it up. Fast throwing, easy on the eye. Callan
40.
Dirk van Duijvenbode just looked like a man on a mission, really, in that win against Van Gerwen, who, let's not forget, hadn't lost a leg before that last
95.
showdown.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dirk van Duijvenbode is an extraordinarily exciting player to watch. He's got so many different modes of
96.
playing, but he has been in a slump. He's been in a slump where he started off, he was playing well but losing, and then he kept on losing despite
60.
playing well, and then, as you can imagine, the confidence was going. He started playing poorly, and that only led to more losing. He was disappointed. He felt a lot of pressure on him playing at the World Cup
55.
for the Netherlands, playing alongside Michael van Gerwen, because in his words, well, just if we lose, everybody knows whose fault it is. It's not his. It's mine. Oh, hello, double 19. Ooh, very nearly a 155 for Callan Rydz.
Well, can't go out, so Rydz will return, looking to mop up the 19 to hold on to his throw in the opening leg.
96.
23-year-old. Exciting talent, chooses double 4, hits double 4. Yeah, he's having a good year, isn't he, Callan Rydz? He's picked up that first title. He's had some standout performances, none more so than that 110 average he had against Peter Wright on the Euro Tour.
58.
Yeah, and to be fair, that followed, I think, 103 or 4 average in the first round. It feels like something might have clicked.
85.
I know that we saw him make the match play quarterfinals, which is a massive thing for him. But it's not as if he played particularly well in Blackpool. He finished incredibly against Rob Cross, but the averages were nowhere near. He wasn't scoring
58.
like we know he can. But Callan Rydz is still learning as a darts player.
Would be a dream final, I'm sure, for him
140.
and Chris Dobie if they were to meet in the decider.
It would be interesting.
£16,000 would be heading to the same street. Like the postcode lottery.
140.
Professional darts. Speaking of Peter Wright, the last semi-final Rydz contest was against Snakebite, and he's already outperformed himself
100.
in this one because he lost that 7-0 in Milton Keynes back in June.
I think that was the day that Peter Wright ended up denying MVG in the final, despite MVG averaging 107 or something like that.
Yeah, it's been another day in which Van Gerwen's played really well and been beaten in the last 16. It was 107 yesterday.
121.
Ryan Searle to stop him. And it was this man who stopped him at that stage today. Treble 20 would have left him double 16. Instead,
99.
Rydz has the chance to double his lead.
Double top, double 10.
Game
Lovely
shot.
stuff, 15 darter. It's 2-0 to Callan Rydz. Remember, it is first to 7 in the semi-finals. Slightly extended format. Just allows a bit more time for the ebbs and flows of a game of
134.
Callan's 4th senior PDC semi-final. One of the previous 3, and of course went on to take the title in Bolton at the start of the year. Dirk van Duijvenbode playing his 6th
135.
The 7th, actually, sorry. Has won 3 and lost 3.
Yeah, including that major one at the World Grand Prix, of course.
177.
Beautiful.
Another encouraging sign for Dirk.
99.
2 of them were in successive days earlier this year when he went on to reach back-to-back finals in Niedenhausen. Another set of Super Series events. He is a player that has
98.
shown over the last couple of years that he can go on spells of form that last for months.
Yeah, well, I think he's just improved as a player, hasn't he? And he's just managing to hang on to Callan Rydz's coattails here. 17, double 8. I don't know why the pause there for Callan Rydz. He's not usually a player who hangs about.
This could already be a crucial leg in this contest. The bullseye.
102.
And Van Duijvenbode misses the chance to cancel out the early break of throw. And he won't get
Game
another.
shot.
3-0. Only 1 point between him in the averages. Does not matter.
68.
Because Callan Rydz is getting the job done when it really counts.
58.
See a 2-1 to Dobie against Clemens on the other semi-final stream.
I do wonder if that will be a little distraction. I know these guys are
43.
used to playing in these giganti booths here, but the 2 streaming booths are right next to each other. And Callan and Dobie, the 2 good mates who live on pretty much the same street. I'd be tempted to just stick your head around, just see what's going on in that other.
Yeah, I've not noticed him doing that yet.
No, not yet.
He's not in shot right now. Maybe he's round there.
96.
2-2 in that one now. Clemens averaging 100. The man, of course, as Dan mentioned at the start of this match, out of the quartet, still trying to win his first PDC title. And a man who's
95.
probably deserving of one.
Yeah, he's come close. Gary Anderson denying him in a very tight final. Going back a few years there, though.
Yeah, well, my guess would be 2019,
58.
but would have to punch his name into my information device to find out. You going earlier than that?
56.
I think maybe at 2018.
This is going to be
We'll
fun.
see. Dirk Van Duijvenbode looking to set up 2 trebles here, and he's in a good position. But he's going to need 2 to really worry Callan. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How about all
180.
3? Superb from Dirk Van Duijvenbode.
How worried is he? Didn't seem that worried at all. That's
90.
unfortunate from Callan Rydz. It wasn't a badly thrown dart. It just deflected and diverted from its destination.
Game shot.
But Dirk delivers his dart into double top. Just gives it a slightly muted celebration there, but he knows this match was starting to get away from him, and he's back in it at 3-1 behind.
96.
Well, yesterday's final, we saw Adrian Lewis race off into a 4-0 lead, only for Dimitri Vandenberg to come back and win it, not comfortably, but
96.
he was 3 legs clear of AD by the time the tournament was
46.
wound up.
Not for the first time, Dan. You were right, I was wrong. 6-5 to Gary Anderson in 2018. It was Gerwin Price and Johnny Clayton who beat him in 2019 finals. And then, of course, Peter Wright
58.
in the German Darts Masters later that year.
Yeah, the World Series event, that is, not the Euro Tour event. I haven't really seen a great deal of Gabriel Clemens on the Euro Tour, rather frustratingly.
125.
Haven't seen that much of the Euro Tour full stop for obvious reasons over the last couple of years. Fingers crossed that 2022 brings a full Euro Tour calendar. And I think we'll be seeing these 2 guys regularly compete on that circuit if it comes to pass.
We have had, or will have, full quota of Players
137.
Championship events. This is number 25 of 30. 2 more this week, and then 3 in a couple of weeks back here in Barnsley. The women's series bolted on to the end of this week, Saturday and
16.
Sunday. Don't miss the action. Live on PDC TV. That will be a slightly earlier start, 10 a.m. Rydz has made a flying start in this match.
Double top.
Game
Yeah,
shot.
really good stuff from Callan Rydz. He is leaving Dirk van Duijvenbode trailing in his wake. Dirk literally stomping his feet in frustration at one point in that previous leg.
99.
Yeah, he's only had a couple of darts at double in the entire match. One of them was a missed bullseye as well. To break 2-0 down.
Well, we know Dirk can just sort of explode into life, but it's getting to the point where it needs to happen now.
93.
Because Callan is not playing his best by any stretch of the imagination. It's a mid-90s average. It's all right. But he's certainly
140.
got it in himself to just reel off 2 or 3 legs in 36 darts.
Another
94.
finish. Rydz himself is looking at a couple of trebles to do so here.
$139.
Nicely done. Dirk will still feel like he's in pole position in this leg just about. But I don't think he will now.
59.
Yeah, Van Duijvenbode is letting Callan Rydz walk all over him.
Gets the ball.
80.
Ending up taking 80 off that. Was looking for at least 14 more with that final dart. Would have left him at much more favourable finish. May end up on the ball, Callan Rydz, may not. If Dirk slams this in.
140.
Yeah, it's just been a little bit of a Neely man performance so far, hasn't it? Threatening to do things, but not quite doing them.
And it might be another leg where he's sat on a nice makeable finish and doesn't even get a go at it. Because Callan Rydz can punish with an 84 checkout. Double 12. Oh,
Game
in the
shot.
blink of an eye, Callan Rydz just makes it disappear. It is 5-1, and Dirk van Duijvenbode is getting a bit of a lesson here.
97 and 84 checkouts.
134.
Back-to-back legs for Callan Rydz to move 4 clear and 2 away from that potential
180.
final meeting with his friend and neighbour Chris Dobie, who's 4-3 up on Gabriel Clements in the other semi-final.
58.
Well, a bit of frustration, a bit of anger might be something that Dirk can
93.
harness, channel that into his performance. A bit of energy might get him going, but Callan just looks really, really comfortable. He's playing at lightning quick
95.
speed. Not had any of those legs where he's just got bogged down, messing around on doubles or anything. So even if he hasn't scored as heavily as he might have done, still been
96.
just pretty efficient stuff by the end of it. Whisks the leg away and the leg count just keeps ticking up and up and up.
Yeah, seems totally relaxed. Sure of himself.
100.
Callan Rydz. Treble 19. Rydz,
64.
well, can he make it another combination finish just to blow his opponent away?
This is effectively endgame if this goes. Tops. Oh,
74.
my word.
The DVD has been stuck on pause, and Callan Rydz threatening to fast forward through this match.
36.
Still, Van Duijvenbode hoping for misses, and misses have not been a feature of this match for Rydz very often, and he doesn't miss again and leads 6-1. And now Dirk van Duijvenbode needs to find a 6-leg burst from somewhere, or
57.
Rydz will be through to the final.
I spoke to Callan before the action got underway yesterday, and he said, I'm not really that fussed
140.
about this week, I just can't wait for Saturday. Oh, going on holiday to Marmaris. Well, whether it's the thought of getting away to sunnier
180.
climes, or he's just playing without any pressure, whatever it is, it's working for Callan Rydz.
140.
Because he's playing double quick speed at a very, very high level. He is averaging 99 for the day
56.
over his 6 matches. You can win titles playing like that if you take your chances. He had people throw all kinds of stuff at him. Ross Smith for 108 average. That wasn't enough to stop him. In fact, over the course of the day, his opponents have averaged in total sort of 96 against him. And Dirk van Duijvenbode, all the sort of shouting and stamping your feet, is not going to change the fact that Callan Rydz got double 13 for the match and pins it. It is clinical from Callan Rydz. A 7-1 demolition of Dirk van Duijvenbode.